Hello, everybody. Never done this kind of thing before, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Um, WrestleMania 29. These are my predictions of what are gonna be happening at WrestleMania 29 and leading up to it, I guess. Um, Maybe a prediction on W14 or W2K14, whatever they're gonna call it. Rock versus Cena for the WWE title at WrestleMania 29. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have Cena win at WrestleMania 29. Not to be Rock hater or a Cena fan or anything, but just because it would be because Cena lost at the last one and they're gonna fight again this time. It would also be for the title, but it would make Cena get redemption, but at the same time it would give both people a victory. So both generations would basically get a win there. I'm pretty sure Cena's gonna win the title. And let's see, Undertaker versus CM Punk. I just really don't care too much about this match because I'm pretty sure the Undertaker is gonna win and be 21-0, and that CM Punk is gonna lose. Now, leading up to WrestleMania, though, if you haven't heard yet, Paul Bear did recently die. And I believe WWE is gonna use this to their advantage and have, because they did it tonight, because today is Monday, um 11th of March, and they were looking like they were using it to their advantage because they had CM Punk with Kane, and the entire night they had Paul Bear's old urn that he used to carry around, a part of it, a part of what was going on. And Undertaker and Kane both get bumped in now. And the whole night it made it look like that Undertaker and Kane, they would have bumped in a truck or something. But I just believe that either those two are reunited Brothers Destruction, and there might be a handicap match with Punk, or maybe Punk will find a tag partner in time and they'll be a tag team match, and it will just be one-on-one like it's supposed to be. Or the fact that it's, what did I have? Oh yeah, because both of these things they're gonna use it to their advantage. They definitely are, because of Punk and Undertaker, and Kane could kind of help out within this, like he was today, and the urn was used today too, so that is going to be a factor. And I just want to I'm pretty sure that WrestleMania 29 though, Cena's gonna win the title, and Undertaker's gonna be 21-0. Leading up to that, I'm pretty sure Punk is gonna have something to do with Kane, something to do with Undertaker, and he's gonna have something to do with that damn Now, as for like what happens on SmackDown, they announced it. It's gonna be Mark Henry and Ryback against each other. I really don't want to really have to see that on SmackDown. I would rather see them do that at WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. I'd rather see Ryback and Mark Henry at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar and Triple H. A friend of mine has already said it, and I think I'd kind of have to agree with him. I know Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman announced something today that it has to be a stipulation of Brock Lesnar's choice or they're not going to fight. A friend of mine's already said this before they ever announced that, and I kind of have to agree with him that WrestleMania 29, Brock Lesnar and Triple H is probably going to be like a no disqualification match or something. Which means, yes, that since it's no DQ, Paul Heyman would be allowed to get involved in some way, and also because it would just be a really good match to see Brock Lesnar and Triple H and no DQ at WrestleMania. WWE14 is or 2K14 or whatever. Me and my same friend, same guy, are agreeing that in the next WWE game there's probably going to be the Shield. As the people. And he says, and my brother is kind of saying it with him, that in the next one they might have Biggie Langston, because they might end up having as a DLC. So me and my brother doesn't really say it because he doesn't think it would be good on the cover of it. He thinks it's either going to be like Del Rio or The Rock, but me and my friend have kind of agreed that yeah, it could be Del Rio or The Rock, but me and him have kind of agreed that the cover of the next game might end up being Team Hell No. Because if you actually look at the current champions right now, the current champions that have held the titles the longest right now is actually tag champions, Team Hell No. They're the ones that have actually held a title the longest out of all of the current champions right now. And in WWE12, that's why Randy Orton got on the cover, because he was the longest at the time, and WWE13, that's why Punk got on the cover, because he was the longest at the time. And Rock, he probably won't be on the cover, because I'm pretty sure Cena's going to beat him. And plus, because he's already been on the cover of, like, the collector's edition of WWE12. But I could be wrong. Del Rio, I'm not for sure. He hasn't really been champion that long either, and I've kind of had the thought that maybe it'll be Dolph Ziggler on cover. Now, just hear me out about this, because technically Dolph Ziggler has had the Money in the Bank briefcase maybe just a little bit longer than Team Hell No having the Tag Team Championship. And if you don't know, Team Hell No is Kane and Daniel Bryan, if you didn't know that. But he's kind of had the Money in the Bank briefcase since like a little bit before those two really got tag championships, I guess. And he still has it right now. And we're nearing WrestleMania right now. So they might put him on there, but I doubt it. Maybe I just doubt that. They'll probably just put a champion on there, and they'll probably team him up because they're the longest reigning champion right now. And that's the same thing they did with 12 with Randy and 13 with Punk. But Dolph Ziggler, though, there is something I think that they're going to do, and that is at WrestleMania 29, he is probably going to cash in his damn Money in the Bank finally. Whether he wins or loses. It won't be just some stupid ass thing where he goes to cash in and doesn't get to. Like someone beats him up or something. Like he's always been getting before. Because I really think this time at WrestleMania he can cash in and he will actually get it cashed in before someone beats the shit out of him. Unless he actually wins it. Because if he doesn't do it at WrestleMania, then when the fuck is he gonna do it? Because he can only have the damn Money in the Bank briefcase contest for a year. From Money in the Bank, when he wins it, all the way back to Money in the Bank is one whole year, right there. And if it gets timed back to Money in the Bank again, they're gonna take it from him, and then either he has to win it back because of that, or somebody else is gonna take it. Now, if they go all the way to where he has to win it back, and he wins it back, then that would mean he never have cashed in, and he would have had it for like 2 years in a row. And I doubt they'll do that. So he'll probably cash in at WrestleMania. Pretty much all I really wanted to talk about right now, besides the fact that on Raw there is supposed to be a Intercontinental Championship match between Wade Barrett and either Miz or Jericho, or because Wade Barrett interrupted their match, they might just redo Jericho and Miz's match, or just make it a triple threat, or just do something. And then, because there's only like a couple more weeks, they might end up having to plan the damn Intercontinental Championship match for WrestleMania. But I don't know. Those are my thoughts, opinions, and everything, and predictions of what I think is going to happen in the next couple of weeks at the WrestleMania and with the beginning. You guys can comment below on what you think, and messages, I don't care. But that is my W rant for the next couple of weeks, WrestleMania, and the next W14 or W2K14, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it. And because 2K now owns that property, if you didn't actually know that. THQ's gone. So, this is Multi Joseph, and I'm signing off.